Okay, my audio should be working. So, I've hit rank 69 today, one away from max. And I've been asked on a few YouTube videos what's my build like, because, everyone gets a sneak peek or like they're impressed by the damage. So I don't mind doing it. Now, as a heads up, for the first two patches, I did do resin refreshing. I would refresh once a day. So, as for weapons, so far I have quite a good amount. I have Dan Hung's signature, I have blades, I have Clara's. Obviously simulated universe, I got the Hunt, got it to S5 because I feel like this is probably the best one out right now. Unless you have Kafka, then of course you should go for that one, but Zila's, Jingyuan, Bronya's, well I bought from the shop. I got this S5, this is the second weapon I got to S5. I do have enough to buy. No, actually I don't, I'm halfway through, never mind. Obviously I got Bailu. I think Bailu was my first 5-star on the standard banner in terms of Litecoin. I got another Bronya, and obviously the way Bronya's Litecoin works is if you do your ultimate on an ally, then you generate a skill point. So that's why I use it on Tingyun. Using it on Yukong isn't great, whereas this one is good for Yukong. And of course I got Fu Huan's, in one multi, which you've probably seen in the video. And then I do have some 4-stars leveled up, nothing crazy, but majority at S5. There's some that just need a little bit of work, like this one, so yeah, so it's not bad. Now characters, I'll go through, let's say, my most important characters that I will use like 100% of the time, whether it be Memory of Chaos or Simulated Universe. The first one is Dan Hung in Bibatalonia. 100 crit rate, 167 crit damage with 130 speed. I do have some break effect, but nothing crazy. Now, I can explain why I've gone with this build. By the way, just for clearing up, yes, I do have his signature, like I said, and I do have this build, and I'll explain why. His traces are all maxed out, his Eidolons too. The reason I'm using this build instead of, let's say, 70 crit rate and let's say 220 crit damage is because I run him with Bronya. And the thing I love about running him with Bronya is
old friends.
I don't need crit rate buffs because I'm already at 100 crit rate. That's the first thing. The second thing is I have E2 Dan Hung. I can, in a turn, if I pull it off correct, I could almost do 6 attacks with him. 6 basic attacks. I know it sounds crazy, but it's possible.
Old friends.
So the fact that you can do 6 lots of basic attack with a destruction unit who's not even Hunt. His E2 makes him a Hunt, because you can basically spam. So the fact that you can do that is ridiculous. So I'll show you his relics. The reason I went with this set is I don't like the imaginary set. This one. Where is it? Yeah. I don't like this on him. Because one, he doesn't even need the crit rate. And also 20 crit damage is not going to make a difference when he's around 250 crit damage with just Bronya. It's not going to make a difference. Not only that, but they have to be debuffed through imaginary imprisonment. Dan Hung's a bit too strong for me to even benefit from that front. Okay, sorry. So yeah, Dan Hung will not even benefit from it. Just because he kills enemies too quick. It's just not even worth going for this set for him. So yeah, I'm using the Guard of the Withering, which makes him tanky, because he does have high taunt, which also provides him with ER and HP restoration if his HP falls below 50, which is very rare, but it's a nice reassurance. As for the second set, you have to run this set. It's a basic attack and skill damage multiplier. Like, it's a must. So I'll show you the pieces overall. So the head got 15.5 crit rate and 5.8 crit damage. So that's already itself like what? 37 crit damage, crit value? It's got speed. Next piece, 30 crit value with break effect, which is nice. Crit damage piece with crit rate. I don't need more crit rate, remember, because I'm already at 100. So this piece rolled perfect, you know, attack percent. Speed shoes, crit rate, crit damage, break effect, 10 out of 10. Can't even fault it. I got this recently. It just rolled one time into defense, which annoys me, but it's still fine. I mean, it's what, 29 crit value? It's broken. And of course, I've got this one, which is 24 crit value there, add on this, so that's like, what, 30 almost? Yeah. So yeah, that's a Dan Hung. Of course, in the long run, I would want to get him to maybe 70 crit rate and 220 crit damage. That way I can use Yukong. But if you're already clearing the game and you're getting 30 out of 30 on Memory of Chaos, like, it's not even that serious. I do want 3 more speed on him so I can at least increase the amount he does in a turn. That is one thing that's letting him down. However, Bronya has this set which increases everyone's speed by 12%, so it's fine. The next character is Blade. Now, with Blade, I can explain why the stats look bad. It looks bad and it does need work, but I'll show you. He has break effect, not crazy, but a decent amount. 6,600 HP is good. His signature, his traces are maxed out. He was my first maxed out, then Dan Hung. Eidolon 0. His Eidolons, for me, outside of Eidolon 1, nothing's worth it. Especially E2, which gives you crit rate. I mean, he'll almost be at 100. Because I use his set. Now, let me go through the pieces, and I'll tell you why, although my blade looks bad, he's actually really good. The first thing is his headpiece. I want him to have 135 speed. 136, just so he can have more than Bronya. And the idea is you do blade attack, then you buff him with Bronya, and then he gets to go again in the turn. So I get to go twice in a turn. That's the whole idea behind more speed. So yeah, I got 2 rolls in speed, 2 rolls in crit. Not the craziest, but it's good. I can't complain. So this is decent. I got gloves, which I'd say is really good. I mean, 1 roll crit damage, 1 roll crit rate, 2 roll speed. I can't complain. You know, it's good. It's like a 4 out of 5. This is also like a, I'd say this is like 3.5 out of 5. This piece I can improve. And by improve, I mean I can get speed rolls. I don't care too much about crit rate rolls right now. It would be nice, but if I get speed rolls in the substats, I'll be happy. Speed shoes, no substats, and this is where I can improve the most. Because if I can get crit damage rolls and crit rate, preferably crit damage, it's gonna improve me a lot. Wind, nice, decent. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I'm kind of weak on wind, so I'll take it for now. And obviously HP percent, which is really good. Not crazy, but really good. And the idea is once I get this to level 16, I will have 134 speed. And with his set bonus, I'm around 95 crit rate. So maybe 1 more crit roll would be enough. And try get maybe 20 more crit damage. So that'll be like 100 crit rate, 150 crit damage, and then Bronya is the support character. So that way I can reach like, I don't know, 200, 220. So yeah, that's my 2 main DPS. Then Zila. Now, she might look good, but she's my worst damage built character. Even worse than Blade. But the only thing that's saving her is Yukong, because I use Yukong with her. I'll show you why it's not built well. The speed's perfect. Speed's not an issue. Crit rate, I mean, she's got break effect, 64%, and I'll show you where that comes from. So here we go. Signature. Traces 999. I won't be going to 10, 10, 10. It's just not worth it, especially since she's a hunt and she can easily be replaced, which she has been done so. So let's see. You got the headpiece. It's not good. It's a pass, but it's not good. The gloves is perfect. I got the speed, I got the crit, I got the crit damage. I'm happy. This is mixed feelings. I don't feel too great about it, but I can't complain because it's hard to get. I don't have another one. Attack percent, I mean, once again, needs improving. It's not great. I don't know. This needs work. Like, really needs work. One roll crit, two roll speeds, bad piece. It's not even good. I can't even talk good about it. And break effect, which is 10 out of 10, you know? 12 crit rate, 11 crit damage. That's beautiful. So she's, I'd say 50% built. I think 50%, nah, maybe 60% built. So she's not close to being as good as I want it to be. She still hits hard, don't get me wrong, because with Yukong, she's at, what, 100 crit rate and 270 crit damage? So it's perfect, but... Now, let me show you one thing with Zila. Actually, I'll show you Jing Yuan first. I think that'll be better. Jing Yuan, he's got the speed. I just need 5 more speed so he can go twice in the first turn. He's got the crit rate, and he's got the crit damage. And he's got break effect, so he's good, but you might be a bit shocked on his set, and I'll explain again. Of course, I mean, his traces, I mean, it's good. I don't need to improve more. Like, same reasoning behind her. He's replaced by Blade and Dan Hang. I'm using Guard of Wuthering because if I show you the set bonus for the Thundering, it's not good. The 2-piece is nice, but the 4-piece is not good at all. 20% attack for 1 turn is barely anything. It's bad. It's really bad. So I'm using Guard of Wuthering. I mean, headpiece is nice. It's like a 4 out of 5. Gloves is 10 out of 10. Look at that crit rate. Yeah. And body piece is a 10 out of 10. Look at that. Crit damage and attack percent and break effect. And it's rolled twice into crit damage. Shoes, I'd say it's a 9 out of 10. I can't fault it too much. You know, because break effect is important. I got this recently. It's good. It's his second best set, I'd feel. It's good. But I would ideally want it on this set. Which I don't have yet. But it's fine. And for now, I'm just using a level 0 onset because, like, I could give him, you know, this, which wouldn't be bad. I mean, I don't know. I could do that. I mean, since no one's using this, I guess. But, yeah, he needs ER. Maybe ER or attack percent on this set. Yeah, something like that. Regardless, he's good. He's decent. And the thing I want to make a comment on, my best damage dealers are Dan Heng, Blade, and the third one is actually QQ. QQ is the only person who can keep up with, let's say, Blade level. No one else can, and of course Dan Heng is in his own realm. Now let me show you QQ and explain why. She's E6. An E6 QQ is essentially a destruction unit. Even though it's erudition, she plays like a destruction unit without paying the price of anything like losing HP or God knows what else. But yeah, now let me show you her build when I use her. So I always use Jing Yuan's like Cone. Oops, let me switch. Traces wise, she's decent. Still need unlock that. I don't know why I haven't done that. Relics, I steal Zila's. Let me take that. Let me take Zila's. I do need a crit rate one for her, not crit damage. So that is one thing that needs work. I take this one. And I tend to take this level 4. But I'll take it for now and give it back to Yanking so we can go through Yanking. And this is her stats. Once I get a crit rate one, she'll be at 70... I'd say 270, 200. That's crazy for a character that, if you look at his traces, she doesn't have crit rate. She hits as hard as Blade. Definitely the third strongest character. So that's QQ. I love her. I think she's one of my favorite to use. Yeah, definitely my favorite. Yeah. Now Yang King. Now let me show you Yang King. Now the reason Yang King's built is for Jing Lui. Now let me give him his piece back. I luckily have the ice set, which basically gives you 25 crit damage when you do the ult. And I've got this set going on, which is literally, I'd say, her best set from my understanding. For a 4-star, that's really nice stats. This is nice, it's not crazy. Shoes, broken. Body piece, broken. Gloves, beyond broken. Like, look at that, 520. And headpiece is really good because the attack percent. And there you go. So he'll get, what, 25 crit damage from his set. So that'll put him at 200. With Bronya, he's at around 260. And then with his own passive, when he does the ultimate, he gets 45 crit damage. So he's what, around 330 crit damage and 100 crit rate? Yeah, he's broken. But I mean, his pieces are going to Jinglui, so it's not even anything to show off, I guess. Going to my supports, you got Silver Wolf. I'm using this set. Now, I am using a defense piece because she doesn't do crazy damage. Even though when I did build her broken, she still didn't do damage. She's not a damage dealer. She's a support. So I rather build defense. At least this way, she can at least survive if she's getting hit. That's the whole idea. She doesn't need attack percent or crit damage if you don't want to build as a damage dealer. So at this point, defense makes more sense. I can show you the pieces. I mean, it's really nice for her. It's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Broken as fuck. This is, well, if you're going defense route as a support, it's nice. Shoes, I'd say need work. This is broken, 10 out of 10. And this is 10 out of 10. And the reason I say this is 10 out of 10 is because using this set, you need 30 effect resistance. This helps me get there, gives me effect hit rate, and it gives me 7 speed, putting her at 139, the second highest on my account. And the reason is, if I was to use her in a Dan Heng team, where he has 131 speed, she gets to go first, and then if the enemy isn't marked with any imaginary, she can mark it. That's the whole point of her having high speed. So she can definitely mark before my damage dealers start attacking, you know. That's all it is. The next one is got to be Bronya. I mean, look, 200 crit damage. You don't need to go overboard because it's not going to improve by much, even if you have like 220. It's like probably 1 or 2% increase at most. 135 speed. And she's got ER and effect resistance. Why? Simple. I mean, this set gives you 10 crit damage. So she's technically giving me an extra 10 crit damage plus on top. Her ultimate gives me around, I want to say 52. Wow, it gives you 52 crit damage. Yeah. So, yes, she herself gives me 62 in total as a crit damage boost. So my Dan Heng would be at 230. Yeah. So that's nice. I mean, Bronya, I built her with, I mean, this set because it gives everyone 12% speed. So for people who are close to 134, they will achieve it because of her set bonus. So yeah, he can achieve it. He definitely can. He definitely can. So yeah, she's built nice. The pieces, I mean, I'd say this is good. Still can improve. This is definitely can improve. I mean, it's a 4-star, but it's got crit damage. This is 10 out of 10 for me. She doesn't need anything else, like genuinely. And this is nice, but I would want a crit damage heavy one instead of crit rolls. Still improving this. Could roll crit damage. Effect resistance helps a lot because I'm hitting that 30 effect resistance mark. And she has a 10 out of 10 piece here. Nah, 8 out of 10. I was thinking about a different piece. So yeah, it's good, it's good. The next support is Yukong. A damage dealing Yukong. 145 speed. 35 crit rate. With her passive, that makes it 65. And with her passive, it goes from 165 to 235. 44 break effect. Her break effect is strong. And she has 36 effect resistance, which, if you know why I go for it, it means 10 more crit damage for the team. She's got this, trying to get this to S5, that's the plan. Decently built. Should probably build these guys on top. Eidolon, I mean E6, of course. I'll go through Eidolons at the end, but I can explain why I went with this path. First off, I don't have any 4-set ready for her, and even if I did, 4-sets in this game doesn't necessarily make a big difference. The big difference that is made is by getting your pieces to level 12 and by having good substats. That's it. So it's a decent piece. It's a broken piece for her. This, once again, broken piece. Decent piece, I mean it is 9 crit rate, you gotta look at that, and effect resistance. This needs work, it's level 0, and this is beautiful. This is what I meant by Bronya having a 10 out of 10. I thought she had that, but yeah, there we go. So the next person on the list is Lucha. I mean, I've just gone with attack percent and ER and effect resistance. That's all you really need on this guy. I mean, using this one for now for the ER and outgoing healing. I mean, these are the pieces. I mean, I've got nothing else, but I'm going for the 2-piece HP percent to make him survive. You know, this is broken. You know, attack and speed. This is good. I mean, the substats are broken if it was a damage piece, for goodness sake. Attack percent, really nice. Effect resistance, 12%. That's important for him. This one, I mean, it's good. It's attack percent, and of course the ER piece with attack percent and effect resistance. So yeah, he's solid. So yeah. Now, I used to run Bailu, but I got Fu Huan now. 7,200 HP. This can improve, and I will show you why. Decent crit damage. She's not a damage dealer. I did try her nuke build, and it just wasn't making me happy, I'll be honest. It wasn't worth it. She does have 130 ER. Signature, only level 70, so my HP can go up to 7,600. Trace is not even close to leveled up. Like, not even close. Relics, I got no set bonus, and that's what's killing me right now. But I do have good pieces, so like this one, 20% HP, speed, crit damage. This one, HP percent, speed, effect resistance. So this is one I'm going to keep, and this is one I'm going to keep. Shoe, I want to replace it with maybe this one. And body piece for now it is this, but I would like to replace it with maybe a HP percent on Quantum, I guess. This, I mean, I don't know, I think HP percent should be the end goal, but I don't have any HP percent. Like 0. ER, I mean, that's the only way to go. This is the only piece I have, so yeah. I think that's pretty much everyone, yeah, I mean... I've given him whatever pieces I do have, and the only reason I have this on him is just because, you know, my OCD kicked in and I wanted a 2-piece since I'm using a defense one here. Like I said, set bonus does not matter. Just get your pieces to level 12 and get good substats. That's all that matters. So he's decent. I do want to build him properly soon for Jinglui, but no rush. His traces, I mean, they're looking alright. They do need a lot of work like Fu Huan. Well, I do want to build this guy. The one thing that Well suffers from is crit rate and crit damage, and the reason is his Lycon does not give crit rate, crit damage, and his Traces does not give crit rate, crit damage. However, I am going to be running a mono imaginary team. Well, Imbiber to Lune, Lucha, and Yukong. And Yukong can give him 30 crit rate, 70 crit damage, so I mean... I will work on him. I do have 2 pieces now, so like this one's one. And of course this one. So it's going good. These are just leftover pieces, but we'll see. I think that's pretty much it. So as for my characters, yeah. I mean, he's E2. She's E1. Damn, I even forgot. Lucha's E0, Fu Huan E0, Blade E0, Silverwolf is E1. Which helps with ER, so I'm happy about that. Bronya's E1, Jingyuan, not Jinglui, E0, E0, E2, Clara. I do want to build her, but I have no pieces. E6, all my 4 stars are E6 except for 1 or 2, let's see. So E6, I mean E1 him. E0, E6 her, E6 him, E0, E0, E6, 6, 6, 6. Oh, wait. Oh, he's 4, yeah, because I never summoned on Kafka. So all of his 5 things I got from standard banner. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. I got him to 4, which is nice. And I got him on standard because I never summoned on Kafka banner. So yeah, that's pretty much my account. As for my teams, of course, I mean, this is the main one. Blade doesn't consume skill points. E2 Danheng gives himself 3 skill points. Bronya E1 and her signature gives skill points. And Lucha only does basic attacks as skill points. So this team is, for me right now, probably the most smoothest damage dealing team with no skill point issue. Of course, replacing Blade with someone like Yukong or Silverwolf, ideally Silverwolf, is good. Second team, Mono Quantum, haven't used it yet, but will do soon, need build links. Third team is a Jing Yuan team with, 3 Thundering characters and of course Bronya on the side. Mono Imaginary, I used this in Memory of Chaos this week because, don't know, just felt like I'd switch it up and it turned out they carried hard. They have no issues. I mean, E2 Danheng is broken. And then, of course, Jing Lui team. I'm going to be replacing Yang King with Jing Lui. This is the plan. So, yeah, so that's the entire team. And, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. At least you know what my teams look like, my characters. And I'll probably do one probably in a few months' time when I get Jing Lui, a few other people. Yeah. Anyway, bye.